but I also take three. My God, Rashina, you take ashwagandha and then you take three sleeping pills too. Damn, damn, man. I know. I think I'm not trying to whatever. All I'm saying is, I mean, hopefully the school year is over. I can't sleep for long. I can't stay asleep for long. Okay, but maybe is it because of school? If you guys don't know, guys listening, she's a teacher. Up at 1 a.m. Actually, I used to get up at 2 a.m. But that was me going to sleep. Hey everyone, it's Shane. Thanks so much for tuning in. Just when you get a chance, hit that subscribe button or hit that follow button if you listen on podcast. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Enjoy the show. So let's jump into it. Got what we call it? Quality sleep for busy bodies. Totally forgot the title is. It's Shane, a personal trainer, nutrition coach. Alrighty. So let's first dig into the $1 million walk step challenge. So first and foremost, thank you guys so much for those who participated. I really appreciate it. From the bottom of my heart, I really, really do. The first goal was to get to 300,000. But we pretty much hit that within 4 or 5 days. And then we finished off with 3,130,743. Fantastic, guys. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so I'm hoping from this, a lot of people that participated or seen other people participate. I really hope that you guys start to realize, hey, let me start walking, let me start moving, get my steps in. All right, it'd be very, very, very beneficial for you in the long run. Especially on days, let's say you work out 3 days a week, maybe days, your off days, you decide to get 10,000 steps per day, which would be fantastic. Okay, to get some more activity going, movement in your body going. Alrighty. Hey Rashina, and actually it's Rashina. So I'm gonna definitely touch base on that question you asked. I think it was last night or the night before. So most likely some other people have those kind of questions too. But anyway, so let's just get right to it. Once again, guys, thanks again for helping out with that. Those that participated. And hopefully, like I said, people decide to make that. They realize, oh crap, there was one person that honestly got like a couple hundred steps. Another person only got 1,000 steps, and it's reality. Sometimes you realize that you aren't moving as much as you thought you were. You know what I'm saying? Which is, like I said, very important. Anyway, the importance of quality sleep. Okay, we've been through this many times, talking about why sleep's so important, and it's important to get your rest in. If you work out, you don't work out, whatever it is, to make sure you get your sleep in. It's so essential for overall health, of course. Workout or not, your body still goes through a lot of stress. It's still broken down. It's still being torn down during the day, either mentally or physically. Sleep helps with that. Helps recover your body, makes your body recover from the day of work or what have you. So definitely important to get your sleep in just on that respect. Okay, and of course it definitely will boost energy once you get your rest. Of course you have to go do it again another day. So it's definitely important that you get your sleep in on a regular basis. And we're gonna talk about certain things you could do, of course, tips, of course, when it comes to that. Definitely important for health. Sorry, not important about physical fitness. Okay, so if you're working out, you repair your body. All right, so and I was like trying to kind of think of an analogy. What can I use to describe? 'Cause I know a lot of people, they don't sleep enough, they don't eat enough. I mean, when I say eat enough, mostly when I talk about is protein. So just imagine you get you're cutting down a tree. You're cutting it down, you're chopping it, and some debris is falling off, like this wood chips or whatever. That's pretty much what's happening to your body when you work out or anything. Everything's like breaking down. It's breaking down, and you're not giving it time to heal. You know what I'm saying? I hope that analogy makes sense. It kind of makes sense to me, but I hope it makes sense to you. You keep chopping and chopping at that tree, but you're not. You're the tree. You're trying to survive, right? Some person's trying to chop you down, but you're not allowing. You're not replenishing your body with protein. Not replenish your body with proper rest. You're not doing what you're supposed to do to be better. Get better, or heal. Heal from the previous workout. So that's what happens. It's a problem that people are having. You're not eating enough protein or not eating enough in general, and then you're not getting enough rest. Okay, and that can be what they call timber when you fall down or whatever. God forbid something happens to you. So that's why it's important to make sure you get your rest. Of course, we talk about nutrition on end, but in this case, make sure you get your sleep and improve your overall health. Okay. All right. Tips for improving. Okay. Establishing a consistent sleep schedule. Now, when it comes to this, the only ones I know is definitely going to be hard for those people that work overnight shifts. So those nurses that work, let's say, 12 hours on, like 3 days of 12 hours or whatever, and then you get 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 days rest or whatever the case may be. That might be a little bit of a problem for you guys because you don't have enough. You don't have a set schedule and everything kind of like all over the place. Okay, that time, those kind of situations can be really really tough. So you really have to make sure that you at least you're getting 8 hours. If you have to take a nap to kind of make up for it, go right ahead. We'll talk about that in a minute. But little naps here and there. Make sure it's not close to bedtime, those kind of things. But only if you can get a consistent schedule, make sure you get a consistent schedule. Like I said, people that work overnight shifts, nurses, medical people, cops, those kind of people, I think might have issues with that. But getting a regular time sleep to get your body internal clock going or regulated properly. All right. Make sure your room is cool and dark and quiet. I kind of disagree with that last one, quiet. I actually like to sleep with a white noise machine. My wife has gotten used to that because I cannot sleep, but I'm a light sleeper, I feel like. And once I hear something like my stepson upstairs, like doing something, singing or rapping or whatever he's doing, I will wake up and I'll be very, very cranky. So having a white noise machine puts me to bed. Um, and of course, I mean, I don't mind it at all anymore. I've been doing it for years. I've been having a white noise machine, but overall, keeping your room dark and cool definitely helps. It's summertime now, so hopefully you have AC, and hopefully, or you have central air, whatever it may be, but you have your room is cool. All right. Invest in proper uh, pillows, mattresses, those kind of things. Some people like soft pillows. I mean, soft whatchamacallit, mattresses. I cannot deal with that. And I have a lot of issues with that, especially when I go on vacation. I remember one vacation, my back was really killing me the entire time. But make sure that you have a proper one, or proper bed. Okay, try to invest in it. Okay, it's not lumpy or whatever. You know. Yeah, and that's another thing too. When you test out a bed, I don't like laying on beds. Like when you go to the bed store or whatever, what you call Bob's or whatever hell, whatever other one is called. But it's like a lot of people laying on that bed, like to test it out. I'm like, I just like usually put my hand on it. I was like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. I don't know. I just can't. I'm sorry. That's something I can't do. I mean, I don't know if you guys can. If you guys can, you know, good for you. But I'm sorry, I can't. I'm not doing it. Especially with them kids. Them kids be jumping on the bed. Dude, I have a kid that does that. I be trying to jump it on beds. No, I'm good. And bed bugs, yes, Rashina, and bed bugs. I'm trying to what's wrong with that. No, I'm good. All right, push it down. Put my hands on the bed. Push it. Okay, that feels good to me. I'm ready to go. I'll take it. How much? Okay. Anyway, yeah, removing electrical those screens. Maybe not say removing them because I used to fall asleep with The Office. When it was on Netflix, it says, "Are you watching?" And I'm not watching. Of course, I fell asleep, so it turns off by itself. But I would make sure that the brightness is low. Blue lights wake you up. Yellow or those kind of lights will kind of put you to sleep. So make sure if you are watching these screens, make sure it's not bright as hell. I know somebody that likes to have her lights bright as hell, and they try to show me something and trying to wake me up pretty much. Anyway, yeah, so that's definitely something you should do. Yeah, next thing, guys, number 3 is definitely have a nice routine, including brushing your teeth, those kind of things, taking medications if you have to, whatever case may be, like a set routine. When you're younger, you can of course just hop into bed. I'm good to go. I can go to sleep. But as you be aged, that's not the case. We can't just like hop into bed anymore. We got our medications to take. Well, not all of us. We got certain things to do. We gotta brush our teeth. We gotta floss. All this kind of stuff. Because maybe you're younger, you don't think you gotta floss. Whatever. Until you get your first root canal, that's a different story. But you have to have your routine. It could be anything really. Just like reading. Making sure a meditation, those kind of things. Whatever it may be. Actually, I realized I don't know if it's considered kind of meditation, but sometimes when I can't sleep, I actually start counting. Sometimes it takes me a long time, but sometimes it's like I think I remember getting to like 10 and I knock out. But it's like kind of clear your mind. Okay, also that kind of goes into the next thing. Yeah, so real quick though, bedtime routine, real quick, last one. Avoid certain stimulations when it comes like right before bed. Okay, don't get all crazy and watch something that's funny or whatever too much. Whatever, you might not be able to go to sleep. So now going to mindset. When it comes to meditation, those kind of things, you want to make sure that you're calming down, you're slowing down, you're not kind of waking back up again. Journaling, those kind of things, kind of documenting everything to kind of help. Necessarily, you could pretty much write in notes. If you have an Apple phone, you can just write into notes, but they have like a journal app now if you want to do that to help you sleep. But definitely, I find myself a lot when I have ideas or something like that. I have to write them down or I can't go to sleep. Yeah, so we're in the midpoint right now. We'll talk about establishing consistent sleep schedule, create a good restful environment, develop a bedtime routine. Yeah, bedtime routine, and mind. Now next is mind your diet. Okay, so we're gonna get more into detail in a minute, but let's try to avoid certain things. Okay, real quick, caffeine and alcohol. Sometimes alcohol could go put you to sleep, but it won't be kind of a restful sleep. But it depends on your consumption. If it's like I think if it's like a light 1 or 2 drinks, you'll be able to relax and go to sleep. If it's like sometimes it could be too much, might not knock you out, but then sometimes too much can kind of keep you up or something like that. It just really depends. So you know your body, you should know know yourself just right to hold on. Oh wow, what the hell just happened? Okay, I don't know what just happened, but it kind of just conked out for a second. Anyway, you know how your body is, you know how your body's gonna react to certain things. All right, so be careful of that. Um, light snacks, opt for light snacks. But like I said, I'm gonna go in more detail in this in a couple of minutes. But just like mainly alcohol, you have to be careful of alcohol. Okay, I mean, sorry, caffeine, I should say. I can't have caffeine and after 12. After 12, it's like a wrap. Then I'm gonna have trouble going to sleep. I have to take a melatonin. I have to take something to help me go to sleep. Excuse me. All right. Regular exercise regularly, but just be mindful. Don't want to exercise at nighttime. It's too close to your bedtime, and make sure it's not like say you trying to go to bed at 8, but you have a class at 6:30 or 6 o'clock. High intense burpees and all kind of stuff. You think you might be able to go to sleep, maybe not. Most likely your heart rate's gonna be up, your body's all warm, you take a bath, you're still sweating or whatever the case may be, and you can't go to sleep right away. Okay, so just be mindful of that. And like I said before, oh yeah, no, this one is managing stress. I kind of got ahead of myself about meditation, about journaling. Um, it's very, very yeah, breathing exercises too. I've actually tried that too. It actually does kind of help. But stress, of course, your mind can stop. Good to journal everything. Okay, I just got ahead of myself. I was skipping around. But now be limiting naps. So if no one really in adult life or that's adulting really has much time to take naps, but if you can, I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, if you can, definitely try to do it at nighttime. I mean, do it when you're what you gonna call it? I'm trying to read your question. I'm trying to say this too. I get you 1 second, Rashina. But if you're gonna take a nap, just try to make sure that's like late afternoon, not definitely not the evening. So don't try to nap after 4 o'clock if you're trying to go to bed at like 9 or 10. Don't try to nap at 4. Or make sure it's like a short naps, like 20 to 30 minute naps, not too much. All right, how many hours between working out and going to sleep should you do? I'll say about 2 hours. Maybe like no, because sometimes realistically, are you going to like say you're trying to go to bed at 8? Are you going to bed at 8? Or are you starting your routine at 8? Your bedtime routine at 8, brushing your teeth and all that kind of stuff. So it really just depends. So I'll say 2 hours to be on the safe side. Give yourself, your body, time to kind of calm down, because sometimes your body, your heart rate is still elevated and you're still ready to go. After your workout. So even after you shower sometimes. So I would say about 2 hours from you finishing your workout to like trying to go to sleep. 2 hours. All right. All right. So let's talk about now foods to avoid. Okay, some of these are kind of obvious, but I have to say them anyway. Okay, of course, caffeine. Okay, including chocolate. Okay. Yes, chocolate. There's slightly amounts of coffee. I mean, caffeine in chocolate. Spicy foods. All right, the chilies. This is like caffeine is more like probably after 12, after 3 o'clock, don't have caffeine. Spicy food is something, another thing, like maybe like 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever before you go to sleep. You can have it, but just be mindful of it. Heavy creams and rich foods, all that stuff is gonna give you digestive issues, especially if you have IBS, which I think 90% of us do. Old adults do. Sugary fruits, foods, drinks, of course, all that kind of sugar is definitely gonna keep you stimulated, keep you up. And once again, like I said, alcohol and also citrus fruits like grapefruits and lemon. Some of this stuff might vary. Like I know some people have a low tolerance, or is it low tolerance? No, a high tolerance for caffeine, so they can have caffeine, any amount of caffeine that they want, and no problem. So if you can, I mean, your body, but just be careful of certain things and be mindful of it. Don't not have, don't not get sleep. Don't I don't know. It's like I don't like when people ask, "Oh, do you want to have coffee?" Like when you finish your dinner, you go to certain restaurants and say, "Oh, do you want any coffee or tea or coffee?" Like I don't. Why? I don't. I mean, some of these people are getting regular coffee too, not decaf. We're not talking about decaf here. We're talking about regular ass coffee. I don't know how people do that, and it's like dinner time. But if some people can do that, I know sure as hell I can't. Like I said, knowing your body, knowing what you can do, what you can handle. All right. Foods to have before dinner. Most of these ones are stuff that has magnesium and things to help you sleep. Greek yogurt has potassium and calcium to kind of relax you. So anything with magnesium, like chamomile tea, could definitely help if you're gonna have a tea. Let's see, a non-caffeinated one, especially. I remember, I think I had a long time ago. I had a what you call those things? It's like fake sugar stuff. Like a long time ago, you just add water or we'll put in water. Crystal Light, Crystal Light. I had no idea. I didn't pay attention. It had caffeine in it, and I wondered why I wasn't getting sleep. And I found out, yeah, it had caffeine in it. Bananas has potassium, magnesium to help relax your muscles. As I said, chamomile tea, kiwi as well, serotonin help you sleep. Tart cherry juice. I definitely watch out for the sugar. Contains melatonin. Warm milk. We probably heard that many times. Have some warm milk before you go to bed, except for if you're lactose intolerant. But almonds as well has a good source of magnesium. Bananas, yeah, I told that already. But there's a lot of things you can have that can help you go to sleep. Natural, instead of taking melatonin tablets or whatever. And of course, actually one of the tips, not tips, but yeah, one of the tips, sorry, is just seek professional help. And there's tons of medications out there, but there's always ways to help you go to sleep. But it's always hard to stay asleep. And I find out that that's the most common issue people have when it comes to sleep. They're not being able to fall asleep. And sometimes I have that issue when I'm stressed. So sometimes people have to take medication. Or sometimes I know some people there's like a pill they might use, and then they have half of it to help them go to sleep. Have the glass of water, have the pill next to them, and then they take the other half to go to sleep, go back to sleep, so they can at least try to get the 8 or 7 hours that they're trying to get. So it could be hard for a lot of people, and they might not be stressed out. There's something else that's nagging them, bugging them, and they can't go to sleep. I mean, any questions when it comes to that? I mean, we talked about it many times before, but yeah, sleep is very, very, very important to overall health and overall everything. I mean, like you're trying to build muscle, everything happens when you sleep. You're trying to lose weight, it happens when you sleep. It doesn't happen when you work out, and that's a lot of times people think it does, but it's all this water weight that you're losing. Even naps, those are powerful too. Naps are powerful. If you get a chance, take a nap. All right. Any questions about those? I mean, I'll kind of skip through. I went through kind of fast, but I think I touched on everything. I mean, it's important about routine. I'm definitely gonna put something up where you guys can see my recommendation when it comes to having good sleep. I put it up on Friday, but yeah, it's good. It's good. Let's make sure we get our sleep, okay? Now, if there's no questions about anything, it doesn't have to be about this. It's Q&A. Anything. I take ashwagandha too. I have not had ashwagandha. I wouldn't mind trying that. It helps. It helps to unwind. Yeah, and actually, speaking of which, I'm not gonna. I'm not. It was not illegal. You know, like I say, I don't say my mother-in-law gave me and Connie something for it had what you call it, CBD or whatever. Or, I don't know the jargon or whatever, but it has something in it to kind of help you do the same thing. Kind of, it's like a gummy. It kind of helps you calm down and relieve pain and all this kind of stuff. I mean, did it help me? I actually took it last night. Did it help me go to sleep? No, I think I was tired and I went to sleep. But you know, there's a lot of things out there more natural, I guess you could call things. Ashwagandha, I had to try, and I mean, I definitely want to look into it more. But I keep on hearing about that. Um, but yeah. So there's something else. Ask away any questions, of course, ask away. But because we finished the topic what we had to talk about, but there's another topic that actually this topic came to me because of somebody that's usually in this chat a lot. It's a gummy and it helps. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's kind of nice to have something sweet at nighttime too. You have that gummy, pop that gummy, you know. But I also take three. My God, Rashina, you take ashwagandha and then you take 3 sleeping pills too. Damn, damn, man. I know. I think I'm not trying to you know whatever. All I'm saying is, I mean, hopefully the school year is over. I can't sleep for long. I can't stay asleep for long. Okay, but maybe it's because of school. If you guys don't know, guys listening, she's a teacher. Up at 1 a.m. Actually, I used to get up at 2 a.m. But that was me going to sleep by myself at times. You know, not taking 3 pills and then go. Man, that's what I'm telling you, man. It's like, man, just life. Damn. So it's not because of school. It's not because of anything. It's just. Wait a minute. What about that big ass coffee you take? You still taking that? There was like 32 ounce of coffee. It could be that too now. It could be that too. You're probably more sensitive to the caffeine that you don't realize it. Man, that's that. Yeah, man. But anyway, we'll move on. Keep talking. Yeah. Hello, decaf. You have my goodness. So you. Wow, Sheena. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, I only drink. You mean? Okay. I don't know, Sheena. You only do 12 ounces of decaf coffee. That's it, and then you be still waking up. I don't know, Rashina. I mean, maybe something else is going on. I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna say maybe we need to, maybe something's up here that we need to get off our chest. Something in your, that's stressing you out. Because that's a lot. That's a lot, man. 3 pills. Oh God. Anyway, so so this came to me today. One of my clients who's usually on this as well. She brought up the fact that she went to see some of her peoples. And she said that how she's making strides in the right direction. She's putting her health first, but she was with these people she hasn't seen in years, 20 years, whatever it was, or 10 years, whatever, I forgot what it was. But she said that she saw all the people that came, they're either overweight, walking with a limp, or walking with a cane, or something to that effect. Now, it's I don't like, and she said this. We talked about this. He said that oh, it's just life. I'm getting older. I'm gonna get diabetes. I'm gonna get hypertension. It's just because of age. It's just because of this. It's just because of that. I mean, just because you're getting older doesn't mean you should have hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, all these different kind of things. You shouldn't have that. And this is when I want to get on my soapbox and say work out and exercise and eat. But these are those things that we need to stop doing. We need to stop putting these labels on things. And like I said, with women, women not supposed to live happy. Women not supposed to eat that much. All these kind of things. And now older people, they need to get diseases. They need to have lose their minds or whatever you want to call it. It's a normal thing to do this. I mean, something is hereditary, you can't change it or whatever. But I've seen cases that not women, sorry, when people get older and they don't do anything up here. They retire. This one client of mine, his girlfriend was 62, started showing signs of dementia. 62 years old. And then she retired and then just sat down on the couch and didn't do anything. Just sat down and did nothing. So those are the kind of things you have to, you know, be aware of. And don't say it just because they're getting older. I mean, like I said, there's cases, of course, that it's just going to happen because of, his hereditary and certain stuff like that. But a lot of times, it's not hereditary. It's not hereditary. It's just because eventually everything catches up to you. Everything catches up to you. So you just have to, do take care of it now and don't wait till it actually happens. Because sometimes it's just too late. And your body can't really do anything. Decrease in energy levels, those kind of things. It's just all, oh, because I'm older. No, it's because you're not eating right. It's because you're not honestly exercising, and you're not using your brain. Like, all these three things: decline in physical health, cognitive decline, and decrease in energy levels. Those are the stereotypical signs of old age. But you can stop that from happening by exercise, diet, proper sleep, and proper rest and recovery. And it's like the people that say, no, it's because I'm old. No, it's because I'm old. And we talked about this. I made videos about this. You have two directions you can go into, in our life. When we get, at any, it could be now when you're like 30 something, or it could be 40, 50, whatever. You have two paths. Are you going to take care of your body now, so you can live long and don't have to be in a nursing home? You don't have to be in assisted living. Well, assisted living not that bad, I guess, but you don't have to be in those kind of situations. Or you can be in a community for older people, moving around, taking yoga classes, maybe going on family trips with people, or family trips with your family, or going on adventures with your spouse. Those kind of things. Like I said, or you can, like I said, be in a nursing home with a bucket next to you to piss in. You know what I'm saying? And it's harsh, but that's what happens. You're waiting for your family to come and see you. You don't you can't, excuse me, you can't just get in your car and go see your son or daughter. You have to, wait for them to come see you. So I mean, age is nothing but a number. I think with age, you just have to take a lot longer to recover. You can't work out 6 days a week intensely. There's certain things you cannot do. Like, yes, that's fine, but it's not a death sentence. That's what people say to me. When I see these old guys looking at women or whatever, and I was looking at them and I was like, what are you doing? They're trying to mac it, just put their game. I'm like, then they say, Shane, I'm old, but I'm not dead. So it's the same situation. You're old, but you're not dead. But you're acting like you're dead. You're acting like, once you hit 60, once you hit 70, it's a death sentence. No, you still have opportunity to actually get up and go and do things. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I share that with you guys because it's just really, really annoying, to be honest with you, when that's an excuse. Same thing with women. They say, "Oh, I'm a woman, so I can't lift this. I can't, I shouldn't be doing this or whatever." No, you already put yourself in a mental block already, but by saying that, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I figure I share that with you guys. So next thing, so Rashina, so your question is, I pretty much copied the text that you sent. I wrote it down. So pre-workout carbs and post-workout protein. So I don't think I answered the pre-workout carbs part. So pre-workout carbs, for people that don't know, is like saying if you have a banana, if you have an orange, some type of fruit, usually like a fruit, before you work out. And is that a good idea? Yes, I think so. Depending how new you are into this thing when it comes to lifting, because it's your first day at the gym or whatever, you're meeting, working out. I'd rather you not do it too early, maybe 30 minutes before you can have a banana or something like that. But I just don't want you to like throw up or something like that. But if you're more seasoned, like have a banana, having an apple, those kind of things to kind of help you get your body up and like awake, to have some carbs to kind of burn. That's fantastic. I never like to eat anything before I work out. Is that bad? Honestly, I'm the same way too. No, no, I work out early in the morning. If you body, you don't necessarily have to have it though. You don't necessarily have to have it. I don't. Whatever is in my body from the day before is what my body's gonna get. Um, Especially on those situations when you're cutting, you're trying to lose weight anyway. So it's hard to necessarily get your carbs in or whatever it is. So I don't know. I just think it's not a bad thing though, Christine, to answer your question. Because like I said, I use it. I mean, I don't eat anything. I work out early in the morning as early as I can. And I just have whatever's in my stomach. That's it. And I keep it moving. Some people that's at these at times, at these kind of situations when people don't eat anything, also they have pre-workouts. I don't have pre-workouts either. I don't do that anymore. I used to. I don't have caffeine at all. It's honestly, I have maybe caffeine maybe once or twice a month, depending on if I need it or not. In general, but yeah, I know some people that have don't eat anything like myself before they work out, and or um they don't have anything, but they have pre-workouts. Yeah. But then yeah, so pre-workout carbs, yeah, stuff like banana, whatever. It's a good idea, it's a bad idea. It's just pretty much depend on you. Then also post-workout protein, very, very important. Very, very, very important, guys. You get that protein in your system after you, because your body's gonna be starving for it. Your body's gonna be starving for protein. So I'm trying to convince some people. I mean, I have a few people. I know a few people. I have clients that have the whatchamacallit, the bariatric surgeries. And actually, I don't know if you guys. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. The botched bariatric surgeries. That's on Max TV. Max. Yeah, I think Max, the streaming service, or Discovery or whatever it's called. I'm curious to watch that and see what actually goes down with that. But anyway, especially like I say, especially when it comes to people with bariatric surgeries, timing is everything. So, bariatric surgery or not, what I think people should do is though have your protein shake right after you work out. Let's say if you have it, I'm saying if you have it in the morning, or even in the afternoon. Have your protein shake literally when you're walking out the door of the gym, or not maybe not stretching, that's probably too soon, but like literally walking outside the gym, going to your car to leave or whatever. And then by the time you get home, take a shower, cook whatever you have to cook, you can definitely have a meal. Okay, that's bariatric surgery or not. You can definitely have your last meal or your breakfast or whatever the case may be. I mean, depending how big it is. But then just be careful if you have a protein shake. If you're gonna do something like that, be careful of milk. If you have a milky, if you're putting milk in the protein shake, if it's like a milky whatever, like say if it's one of the pre-made ones or whatever. But if you can have your protein shake in your bag, so as soon as you're walking outside to your car, you have it. Because remember, it's fluid, so it breaks down really fast. It's kind of technically already broken down already, so you can just like digest it real fast. So by the time, like I said, you get home, take a shower, hopefully. I'm kidding. Do whatever else you need to do, cook, whatever. Warm your food up. You should be okay to have your last meal, and you shouldn't feel bloated or whatever. You shouldn't feel it. Then if you do, then you have to kind of gauge it properly. But the protein shake in general is important. Maybe having a smaller dinner or whatever. That's fine if you have it at nighttime. But I know for breakfast, especially if you work out fasted, like I do, you have your protein shake, and then an hour later or so, or because if you think about it, right after you have your protein shake, it's probably about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour before you actually can sit down and do what you have to do to have your breakfast. You know what I'm saying? All right. So that's pre-workout carbs, first workout protein. All right. Does extra protein turn into fat? Anything overall that you don't consume, we don't utilize, yes, turns into fat, including protein. Protein is just so important that you need it for recovery, you need it for a lot of things. So I feel like you might not, all of it might not turn to fat, but I feel because your body's going to utilize it even if you're over your calories. Because remember, protein is for rebuilding your body, um and building muscle, lean muscle. That's very essential, very, very essential. Then you have fat for hormone regulation and energy production, those kind of things, or whatever. But then carbs is for energy. So if you have a surplus of protein, it's hard to really get that, to be honest with you. But If you have a surplus of protein, yes, it will turn to fat. If you only have a surplus of protein, I mean, you have a surplus of everything else, it's, of course, it's going to turn to body fat. Stored energy, it turns into fat. Okay, so remember, when you eat, have a cheat day, whatever, it won't automatically turn into fat the night of. It takes time. It will turn into fat. Yes, that's if you don't utilize it. Goes into your muscles, glycogen, and all this kind of different stuff that happens in your body. But you have to make sure that you use up that energy, or yeah, it will turn to fat. How long does it take for it to? It just really depends on your metabolism, but it will turn to fat eventually if you don't consume it. I don't you yeah, consume it or utilize it. All right. What was the other question? Is there any way to work more on triceps because of my bat wings? And like how often? Okay, so same thing with abs, same thing with arms, same thing with thighs, your butt, and anywhere else. Your body's gonna lose the weight where it wants to. Everything is about genetics, really. Most likely, women, yes, they have the bat wings and all that stuff, but it's really gonna depend on your calories in, calories out. Remember, the body fat is stored energy. Okay, that's all it is. So you have to utilize that energy to get rid of it. That's all it is. You can't specifically work on that body part and expect to spot reduction, expect to lose weight. You can't do that. Okay, so when they say abs are made in the kitchen, it goes for everything else. Great arms are made in the kitchen. Great thighs, great butt, great all that kind of stuff is made in the kitchen. So like I said, remember there's levels. There's levels to this, whatever they always say, but there's levels when there's your skin, then there's body fat, then there's a muscle. So you want to get rid of the body fat, that's separating the muscle between it. Yes, separates the muscle and the skin. So you have to get rid of body fat. You have to get rid of that stored body fat. So sleep is gonna be important. So I mean, I don't know if you feel like you're stuck, you can't go anywhere, Rashina, but the fact that you're telling me, you're waking up, you're having that much trouble sleeping, you might just have to take some time to actually fix that before you start really seeing any results that you want. It sucks. It really, really does suck. But I mean, honestly, because like I said, everything happens when you sleep, and if you're consistently not getting enough sleep, it's gonna take a toll on you, and it probably has or something. Okay. All right. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for today. We talked about quality sleep. We talked about these common issues people believe happen with age and things you can't stop from happening because of age. And then we answered your question. I mean, is any other questions you guys have about anything? I mean, the summertime. We had I'm a little bit nervous. My 20-year high school reunion is coming up. Man, it's gonna be interesting. Nope, I'm good. Okay, Rashina. Alrighty. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here. But that was good stuff. You old, yes, I know. Rashina, you going? You going to the reunion or no? I actually found out my twin brother, he's not going. You're welcome, Christine. Yeah, my twin brother's not going. But it is what it is. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. You're not Sheena, man. Anyway, yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Yeah, yes, yeah, I know. Trust me. Yeah, it was a lot of money. I hope it was worth it. I don't know. I hope it's worth it. But I mean, it should be nice to see people from I haven't seen in 20 years. Oh my God, it's been 20 years. My God, the time I've been away, I could have had an 18-year-old kid right now. My God, that's just mind blowing. Anyway, I'm not old. I'm young. It's all mental. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. It's our God. All right, guys, have a good one. Thank you so much for listening. Take it easy. Are you ready to transform your health and wellness journey? At Condappa Strength, I'm committed to helping you achieve your goals through my 3 pillars for results. First, I educate, equipping you with essential knowledge to understand your body and its needs. Then I execute a tailored plan, ensuring every step is personalized to your unique lifestyle. Finally, I encourage, providing accountability and support every step of the way. Get ready to unlock your full potential and thrive in every aspect of your life. Visit me today and let's embark on this journey together. Check me out at condappastrength.com.